You with the dogs. Like you amongst
Yo, facts, bro. Facts. No, I like that, man. I like that, bro. But let's hop into this thing, man. Obviously, first game without Matt Canada for the Pittsburgh Steelers offense. What was your thoughts, man? What were your thoughts? We finally got a 400-yarder,
man.
400-yard performance out here in the city.
A lot of yards, man. A lot of yards. A lot of yards. A lot of yards. Not a lot of points. A lot of yards.
Oh,
A lot of yards. A lot of yards.
so said them yards. Hey, between the 20s, bro, we was fire. He said the points though. We a little light.
Not a lot of points, a lot of yards though. I thought the run game was way better. You know,
Yeah,
I thought it was
respect.
downhill runs. I think that's Najee's style. Downhill, one cut,
Yeah.
I'm out. This is
Hey,
Najee's season
this
though.
is his. I was about to say this is definitely his time of year. You know
Yeah,
that,
this
bro.
is season though. It's cold out. This is season.
AFC North. It's December
Yeah.
now, bro. We a couple days away. It's December, bro. It's time.
But to
It's
me,
time.
this is his value. Like this is where this is his
Yeah.
season. Like this is where
Nah,
you
respect.
become that. You get downhill, you make them tackle that big body. You know, people
Yeah.
get tired of hitting that big body, especially in the
No,
cold.
big facts they do.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man.
Um,
And shoot, man, not just, the running game. I mean, shoot, when you talk about him specifically, I mean, he should have finished with 100 yards rushing. He was going crazy out there, though, man. And the thing that I liked about him more importantly was him finishing runs like a big body back. You always hear, you remember Coach Tom, how we talk about L. Bell, man, always falling forward. You never want to see your back falling backwards, right? I thought, man, in terms of his demeanor, when he finished the runs, he always was finishing falling forward or even trying to run cats over versus the I'm going to try to sidestep you or be more of a finesse player or even the I'm going to jump over you type. That was the thing that really stood out to me with him, man.
yeah, I seen him bully a couple people on the sideline before he stepped
Mm-hmm.
out. You know,
Yeah.
I was like,
Hey,
who's
look.
that? No,
Yo.
I wasn't
Hey, look,
familiar
look.
with that.
That's the one we like, though. That's the one we like right there.
I wasn't
Absolutely.
familiar with that. That looked all right.
Let's go, bro. Let's go. But obviously it wasn't just the running game that was talked about. The young quarterback as well, man. Threw for about 270 plus. Or should we
Yeah.
just round up and say 300? All right, but either way, no thoughts in that way you gonna round that up, right? That that's what they do. Listen,
That's
that's what they listen. You know how me and you do. He threw for 278. I'm gonna say he threw for 278. But the people's role, they say he almost threw for 300. It sounds better. So he almost threw for 300, man.
No, that's 278. You almost threw for 280. Almost threw for about 285.
Look, that ain't how they talk about it, bro. You know this, man. Don't get me in trouble, TG.
Man,
They said it was almost 300. So it was almost 300.
that's a good day in the office, though. He was letting it fly.
Come on, bro.
He was letting it fly.
Nah, he was, though. He was. You funny, bro. So let's say, hey, yo, that ain't 300. That's 278. I love it, bro.
Yeah.
Because and I'm laughing too, because as former players, bro, that's exactly how we think about it. It's like, bro, we don't round up. You did what you did. Like it's 278.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't give me this. It was almost that. It wasn't that. Respect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, no, I thought he was letting it fly though. He was letting it fly. Like he looked more confident. They looked like the energy was up. They looked like they were out.
Yeah.
It almost gave them like a fresh start type feel. You know, like the energy was up. They wanted to attack. It looked like they wanted to prove like. Let it, I think it sparks a flame. Like you see something like that happen, it's like, well, let me wake. I don't want it to be
and
me.
we low key kind of talked about that. It's like, man, when the outside of the head coach, the coordinators are kind of like the next honchos. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about the hierarchy of the team. So when you see one of them get got, man, heck yeah, across the board, everybody you be like, oh, let me lock in a little bit more, man. Let me turn up this urgency a little bit, man. Let me make sure I run a little bit harder right here. Because you don't want to be next. You don't even want them to look your direction when coordinators are getting fired, man.
And then it's kind of like, I'm just more, even as a player, you're kind of like, whoa, it's not too much more. Let me wake up. I've seen a drastic move. I see they'll do that. I see, if they'll do that, they'll come here. Like, you just kind of like, let me wake this thing up. So it just felt like the energy was felt like, man, let me block a little bit harder, a little bit longer. Let me make sure I make the right read on this. Let me run my route a little bit harder. It
Yeah.
just felt like the energy was up a little bit more. The sense of urgency
Yeah.
was up a little
Nah,
bit more.
big facts on that, man. Big facts. But shoot, sometimes, like you said, that's what you need, man. And if urgency, if them making that change was with Drew Kenny to play I think his best game since he's been in this joint, if we're being for real about it, man. But if that's what it took, then so be it, man. Because I thought, just like I said, man, decisive, aggressive at times, took the smart throws, and led the team, man. Led the offense where they needed to be led, man.
Yeah, I felt like he led the team too.
Yeah.
I thought they're winning. They're winning. You say whatever, they find ways to
Yeah.
win. It might not be always the
Mm-hmm.
prettiest, but they find ways to win.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a good win. I think winning makes everything kind of feel
You know
better.
that's the end all be all secure right there, man.
It's hard to win in this league. They finding ways to win, so it's like it's all good. It's all good. Like
Yeah.
you didn't have to score a lot of points. You had to win. They won the game.
Yeah.
So
Nah,
that's